Namaste and welcome to this video. Have you heard of people being afraid of a lizard? Or do you know anybody who's afraid of a cockroach? Well, I am afraid of cockroaches. Have you come across anybody who feels that English language is a giant, is so huge and so massive and so dangerous? Well, in my tenure as a teacher and a principal, I have come across many teachers who felt that it was just impossible for them to learn English. And why so? Well, very simple. English is not our mother tongue. But in spite of that, more than 80% of the world's population uses English as a language for communication. I'm sure all of you will agree with me. Hi, I'm Roma Joshi, an academic advisor, mentor, and coach for teachers, and I have been in this industry for 30 plus years now. I would like to share a few glimpses of one of the workshops that I conducted for teachers of a Kannada medium school in Bangalore. They were absolutely in awe because they thought that by the end of the 20-hour session, they would have taught me how to speak Kannada, and they would have just got away with the excuse that, well, English is very tough. So a few glimpses, and I'll tell you what exactly I did with them. It was a very structured 20-hour program which was designed for them, and well, it took them the first 3 sessions to get over the fact that they had a tough nut to crack in me and they would not get away with any excuses. So there was no translating, there was nothing that was spoken to them in their own regional language. And at the end of the 20 sessions, let me tell you, friends, they were absolutely confident about speaking in English. I'm not saying that they learned, the vocabulary, the flowery language, but yes, the confidence and the fact that they even went on to form a WhatsApp group and said, ma'am, we would like to have you on the group. And if we have any difficulties going ahead, we are definitely going to get in touch with you. So it's just an example of, if you are determined, if you are dedicated, and you know that you want to achieve something, I would say where there's a will, there's a way. So let's get on with the video, and I'm going to tell you what exactly I did with them with these few video clippings that I have brought forward for you in today's presentation. So are we ready to watch? Let's go. So one of the topics that was given to these teachers was about an interview. So they had an outline given to them where they had to prepare for an interview. So there was, it was a pair work where one teacher was the interviewer and the other teacher was the interviewee. And this video clipping that I have for you just goes on to say that they made a very good attempt to bring about the feel of an actual interview being conducted for a particular, I think it was a secretary's post in a corporate office. So do go ahead and watch how the teachers have performed.
May I come in, ma'am?
Yes, please.
Good morning, ma'am.
Very good morning. Please sit.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tell something about you.
I am Dora from Art of Living campus. I have seen your ad in the newspaper yesterday. So I am come to asking about the job.
What is your qualification?
I have finished my MA English in KSOU and my BEd is in MS Ramaya College.
Is it? Good. Are you working anywhere?
Yes, ma'am. I am working in Art of Living company since 10 years.
Jyoti, why are you interested in join our company?
Yes, as you know, ma'am, in these days, prices are being gone up. So I'm getting very less salary in this company. So I am interested to join your company because your salary scale is very good, I think.
Okay. Tell me about your hobbies.
My hobbies is listening music and reading moral stories and chatting with friends with cell phone.
Okay, nice. Here you have to manage our office as a receptionist.
Okay, ma'am, I know.
What favor expectation about the salary?
My expectation is like 20 to 25,000, ma'am.
Okay, tomorrow I will give you salary letter.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ring, ring. Hello. Morning.
Good morning, ABC company. Good morning, my name is Dora. How may I help you? I am calling for the job of the secretary. Do you please fill the vacancy? Yes, we still have the vacancy. Can you please fix an appointment? Sure, can you come tomorrow at 10 o'clock? Yes, ma'am, I will be there. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Have a very nice day. Thank you too.
How are you? I'm good. Thank you for asking. How are you? Good. So, you had a phone call the interview?
Yes. Actually, I've come for the interview for the post of a secretary.
Okay. Tell me something about you.
Sure. My name is Roma and I've been working with XYZ company for last 5 years as a receptionist.
But we have the vacancy for the secretary now.
I understand that, ma'am, but I think the nature of the work is same, be it a secretary or a receptionist, so I think I will fit well for the role.
Why here for secretary?
Well, I think I'm a hard worker, I'm a fast learner, and I'm not giving you any opportunity for any complaint, so I just fit the role.
You don't have any previous experience?
No, I have the previous experience of 5 years, but as a receptionist. But as I told you, I'm a hard worker, I'm a fast learner, I'll not let you down.
Okay. How do you see yourself after 5 years?
After 5 years, for sure, up the ladder.
Okay. What are your salary expectation?
Well, as the world is very competitive, I think what I'm getting right now, something better than that.
Fine. What? Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Well, there was one more activity for these teachers, and that activity consisted of a descriptive narration of the horse. Now, they were given hints, they were given clues, they were given an outline, and they had to work their way through this particular outline and become as creative as possible, add whatever information they had about this great and noble animal. So, this clipping of the video is about how they presented, or rather, how they described the horse in their own words with the help of the clues that I had given to all of them. So, let's watch that and see how well they have performed or presented, I would say. Well, thank you.
The horse or domestic animal. Horse is a beautiful and graceful animal. It has strong 4 legs and 2 active eyes, 2 ears and 1 bushy tail. It has a beautiful mane on its neck. Mane adds more beauty to horse. Horse can run very fast. It is a very faithful animal. Horses are very helpful in riding, pulling carriages, plugging fields, plowing fields. In history, as we know that horses are used in wars. Nowadays, horse race is very famous game. People are engaged in putting horse gambling.
Horse is living in a stable. Stable contains food and water for horse. If horse get angry, It neighs very loudly. Male horse is called stallion and female is called a male.
Male.
There are many famous horses, especially Persian. Horses are very strong and fast in India history. Chetak of Rana Pratap, Kalyani of Shivaji is famous for their loyalty in wars. Horses helped Persian a lot. Horse is one of the useful, loyal and beautiful, faithful animal in all time.
It is a very nice domestic animal. It is of different colors, maybe black, white or brown, and it is having 4 strong legs and a bushy tail. The bushy tail is used to drive away flies. Horse is a strong running animal. Horseman's mane is very beautiful. It can run for kilometers in an hour. It is very faithful to its owner. Horse can be used for riding long distances. Once upon a time, it is also used for pulling big carriages when it is in a group of 4 or 6. In agriculture, the farmer can use horses for plowing fields. It is strong pulling animal. In the battlefield, in the history of India, horses are used to pull chariots and for riding by soldiers. Both male and female horses are good for riding. Horse can run kilometers without tiring. It will travel 25 to 30 kilometers in an hour. It has a characteristic sound called nice. Nice. It is very loud. The male horse is known as stallion. It is stronger than female horse, and the female horse is known as male. The Indian history we heard about the royal horses like Chetak of Rana Pratap Singh, famous Rajput.
In Indian history, we have heard about the loyal horses like Chetak of Rana Pratap Singh, famous Rajput king, and Kalyani of Shivaji, Maharaj, a famous Maratha king. So, horse is very useful domestic animal in past and present. Turkey's horse is very strong, and many Indian kings are imported to horses.
The horse are domestic animal. The horse is a domestic animal. Horses have many appearance and qualities. It has strong legs and a bushy tail. It also has a beautiful mane which gives it a different look. Horses can run very fast. It is faithful towards its owner. Horse is also very useful animal. It is used for riding, pulling carriages, and even for plowing fields. In older days, horses were used in wars.
A horse lives in a stable, it neighs. The male horse is called a stallion and the female horse is called a mare. We have many stories about the loyalty of the famous horses in Indian history. Chetak of Rana Pratap and Kalyani of Shivaji are a few examples to quote. Thank you.
About the domestic animal horse. A few things which we need to keep in mind is, one is, please follow the instructions properly. Otherwise, wherever you go, if you have gone out of your school campus for some competition or some participation and you don't follow the instructions, you will end up making a big mess of everything, right? So one thing, instructions. Second thing is that some of you, just maybe 3 or 4 of you, have tried to add some creativity to whatever was given to you. These were the main pointers that were given to you.
There was every reason for you to expand on your ideas. Nowhere does that sheet tell you that use only these 4 pointers to create your paragraph. Your ideas could have been expanded further. Instead of just reading, it is a strong animal, it has a bushy tail, it has a beautiful mane. We are teachers. It's not iron, it is not called iron. It's not iron. It is iron. You don't say iron. The pronunciation is incorrect. It is iron. Okay? Iron shoes. What are they called otherwise? It's called a horse shoe. Okay?
Is it blinders or blindfolds?
Blindfolding.
Blindfolds or blinders?
No, what is the difference? You tell me. Blinders and blindfold. Blinders are what are worn on the sides. What the horses are, their eyes are covered on the 2 sides. They are blinders. They are worn so that the horses don't lose their focus. They concentrate on the path on which they have to go. To blindfold is to wrap the eyes around with a black cloth. Okay, that is the difference. Alright. Any other questions? So I have been very generous with my marks. I am not going to tell you what the marks are. I didn't want to be mean because I understand your difficulty with English. But by now I think it's good, appreciable that even those who were scared to come and stand here and talk have made an attempt. Nalina for one, Venkatesh sir, really appreciable that he has, even if it has been written and read by him, he has made an attempt, which was, I think, for me very appreciable. Right? And wait, let me see. Kavita also made an attempt. Kavita, the mic has to be in front of your mouth, not here. Okay? So now when you talk, when you are going to talk for 1 minute, you will hold the mic here. Okay? This was just one practice. Now is the trailer. The main picture will start in the next 5 minutes.